By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. This is all about clout. I respect you as a reactor.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, friend. Hey, good morning. 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 Okay, here we go. Hey guys, good morning. How's everybody doing? Hey, friends. Okay. Hey, let's talk about it. Mocha Wine. Good morning, Miss HLS. Old Man Johnson's Farm. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Hi guys. I let me not say the L word. I took off the entire weekend. I did not. I was just with my family. Uncle Danny and Auntie came over. Well, we went out to dinner with them on Saturday. They came over yesterday, and by the time I got into I rewatched the first 3 episodes of Handmaid's Tale. I watched it again cuz I watched it when it first dropped, and you know, I miss stuff. I walk away, I'm not paying attention, I get distracted, all of the things. So I watched it again. I fell asleep during the second episode. Don't even ask me why. So I know we need to talk about it before the new episodes drop. I think maybe tonight at midnight or whatever. I forget how they do it. Um anyway, then I was watching Only Murders in the Building. Do you guys watch that with Selena Gomez and Martin Short and Steve Martin? Girl, that show is such a fool. I dropped off in season 3 and I hadn't been back, and then season 4 dropped, so I got into watching season 4. I finished up season 3 because I was like, maybe I had 2 episodes left, finished that up. And of course, in the last episode, just as they solved the crime, guess what? Another murder in the building. It's on Hulu, so you got to it's very cute. It's not scary, but it's cute. It's about, the funny thing is it's kind of like About Us in a way. So it's a big apartment building, right? One day there's a blackout and this girl is going to the coffee shop, and she ends up meeting 2 guys from her building, and they're just complaining about the lights. Typical New York stuff, typical whatever people stuff. But New Yorkers sometimes, you might end up talking to someone about something that happened, and you're from the same. Oh yeah, the power outage, whatever. So everyone's at the coffee shop talking. And anyway, they start talking about a podcast that they like. Go figure, right? Everyone's listening to their podcast, if I'm remembering this correctly. Anyway, they bond over this kind of serial type podcast. If you guys remember Serial, from This American Life. Anyway, um, there's a murder that happens at their apartment building, and they start their own podcast, but they're like super fans of this other podcast. Anyway, it's very cute. And the underlying thing, when they're always in the middle of recording a podcast episode, it's cute. So it's called Only Murders in the Building. and it's on Hulu. So that's one of my faves. And also Survival of the Thickest. I didn't get caught up on that yet, but I need to get into season 2. Season 2 dropped and it's doing really well. So that's another show I like. I think that's on Netflix. But those are my shows outside of YouTube. Okay. In case you guys were wondering what I'm watching. Handmaid's Tale, Only Murders in the Building, and Survival of the Thickest. Happy Monday. Oops, didn't see the D in front. The D, what D? Anyway, let's get into it. Keisha dropped a video today, which we're not talking about that one. We'll get to that one another time. But I was watching a little bit of it. Was funny. She was giving a whole dissertation about when they got engaged, how she was almost tempted and almost gave up the putty cat. There's no other way to say it. She almost gave up the putty cat. But she said they have been very, very diligent about trying to. She said she wanted it. I guess she was horny. And she said Jeremy was strong enough for the both of them. Because she said he don't never turn down some of me. Okay. That's her version. That's what she says. Okay. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm in season 2. Don't you love it? Yeah, I like her. I like her so much. Anyway, okay, guys. Let me say this too. I guess I have a little Monday PSA for anybody in the bushes because nobody in the chat's gonna feel like this. But if you're in the bush, like, let me just say this. This is a commentary channel. You see on my screen reactions, reviews, and commentary. That's what I do. If it doesn't make sense to you, then it's okay. It is okay. You understand? That's it. That's all. I'm not going to give a whole explanation because I think what's understood does not need to be explained. Okay? What is understood does not need to be explained and won't be. Okay? That is what we do here. That's what we do here. Reactions, reviews, and commentary. Some people don't understand it. Some people are like, you're talking too much, or blah, blah, whatever. Okay. Reactions, reviews, and commentary. That's it. If you feel a different way about, like, you don't get it, that's okay. You don't have to. I'm not here to sell you or convert you or change minds. We're here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. If we get crazy, we'd be here for 3. I don't know. We're here for a period of time and then we move on. We come back. That's it. That's all. Okay. Relax. Okay. All right. Let's get started. I feel like that was a nice, friendly Monday. Boom. Okay. That was a nice, friendly. I don't want to get all in depth with it. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
I get to y'all. Happy.
Okay, guys. The Dahmer glasses are back, and we're in for a good old, nice long car rant. And the glasses are co-starring. I don't know. She's in the car like this whole episode. Okay. I don't even say 90. Let me be realistic. Like 70 something % of this is Dahmer glasses.
Oh my gosh, I cannot stay on the phone with these people for more than 30 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna have to get off the phone because they're talking about more than 30 minutes. That's not gonna work. Well, let me just wait until I get to where I gotta get to, y'all. Happy Monday. It is my spring break. That's right, my spring break. The girls are at home and mama is outside.
Can I say something? It's spring break for me too. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. At 7:11 this morning, of course, I thought of, 7-Eleven. You, of course, if you're a Beyonce fan, you're like, ooh, 7-Eleven. Okay. But on 7-Eleven this morning, I was ready to go live, baby. I was like, it's too early. It's too early. And everybody's going to be like, what's going on? And then y'all, as quick as I thought about it, baby, I fell right to sleep. Girl, right to sleep. To sleep. Okay. But thank you, Jesus, for spring break. This school year has gone so nice and fast. I'm so grateful and appreciative. Um, Girl, I can't even say more. All I know is it took me a minute to get used to this school thing. That it's really like a little over 40 days a quarter. It's somewhere, it's like 42 to 48 days a quarter. And school really does go fast. If I would have known when I was a kid that like it was just 40 something days, maybe when we were younger, maybe it was like 50 days, who knows? But it goes so damn fast. And it's like I can count, like I know the teacher work days and half days. Like it's so predictable, the schedule now, since I'm not in it and I'm more managing it for a student, right? But yeah, it's I'm so happy to be off. That's number one. Number two, I'm like, baby, we are in the home stretch. We have less than 40 days now of school left. I cannot wait for summer vacation. But now the stress is on because I'm trying to book out what ma'am is going to be doing over the summer. Are we doing what sport are we doing? And are we doing maybe two? Um because we'll probably go back to tennis, because at high school there's tennis, so that's was the purpose of me putting her in tennis so she could learn, because any of you guys who have high schoolers, you cannot come on the scene not knowing how to play the game. So it was important for her to learn how to play, learn the fundamentals. um so maybe she can get a junior, varsity, because they have, high school's different. There's more room, but you still need to know how to play. And then she might pick something else. I don't know, but we're gonna see. So now I got to handle that business to get all that stuff set up for the summer. So ma'am is not only busy, but also, doing something fun, meeting some friends, and all of the things, right? Okay, let's get into it. But yeah, so this Keisha is thrilled because she is experiencing the joy of moms with kids in school and experiencing the joy of mom spring break.
And I'm on my way to the spa. I'm on my way to
Oh,
the spa.
okay.
I had one-on-one call this morning, so I did that. And Babe is in a pickle with his dental appointment. So y'all
Jeremy finally getting handling those buttery ass teeth.
already know I'm on my wifely duties, trying to make some calls and figure some stuff out.
No, you're not on wifely duties. You don't get wifely duties until you sign those papers, you take those vows, and you get them rings. Okay. Once you sign the papers, take the vows, and exchange those rings, that's when you're on wifely duties. You're still on doing the most girlfriend duties. Okay. You are over there doing the damn most as a girlfriend who thinks you're a wife. No, baby, you don't get wifely duties until you actually become one. Am I saying something right now? That's no. I just love, let me tell you something. You can't just walk up into a sorority just because you say, oh, you know what? I like that march. I like those colors. I do the same service projects. Let me just, no, you got to handle the business. You got to apply. You got to pledge. You've got to pay your money. You got to pay your dues. You can't just walk up into stuff and have a title. You can't just walk up into a job and say, you know what? I'm going to take that desk right there. That's mine. No, you got to apply. You got to interview. Okay. You got to be offered. You have to accept. Okay? Membership has its privileges. And sis, right now you are in fiance mode. You're engaged. Good for you. That's very nice. But slow your roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, you're not doing what you're doing. Maybe you're doing baby mom duties, baby mom who's a fiance, I guess, whatever. We know what she's talking about. So I'm not trying to take it to the extreme, but you guys know, like, don't like take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Enjoy being a fiance. She's not even enjoying being she went from girlfriend feeling like a wife to now she's basically I'm a wife. No, baby, enjoy there's only a certain time that you get to enjoy being an actual bride. I feel like the bride time went so fast. I wish I could have enjoyed it a little bit more, but I definitely enjoyed, Mrs. To Be and all of the fun things that you do while you are a bride to be, and on the day of when you are actually a bride getting married. Baby, if you want to jump to wife, then why bother? You know what I'm saying? Why bother? Okay. Hello? You can't be a wife if you've never been asked. You can be can I talk about that for a second, Poopy Pie? Because there are people out here with the vapors. Girl, I'm not gonna say no names. If they're in the bushes, they know exactly who they are. There are some people out here with the vapors. Baby, Poopy Pie says you can't be a wife if you've never been asked. But I beg to differ on that, okay? Because there is a phenomenon of pick-me's out here that like to ask men to marry them. Ooh, can we talk about that on a Monday? Yes, you can be a wife and not be asked, because there are women out here that are girl, they are claiming their man. Okay, they're not waiting, like Chrissy Lampkin. You see how that worked out for her, right? I don't think it really worked. Girl, can we talk about strong mommy Chrissy? Didn't that tea come out that strong mommy Chrissy asked DeMarcus, who she later named DeBum? I didn't come up with that name. She did. Baby, there's women out here running around asking their man to marry them. Okay. So, yes, you can be a wife of sorts, but baby, when they get a divorce, and then they find out that folk done asked, then folk done asked a woman to be their wife, baby, they sit up there with the vapors for decades. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Decades. Decades upon decades. Okay. Okay. Like baby, poopy pie. Laughing but those wives lack femininity, and they usually lack a husband, because once the husband wakes up out of the like, why'd I do this? Why'd I get married? Baby, they're usually run for the hills, okay? And someone sit there catching the vapors, okay? Um, girl, is this what we're doing on Monday? Okay, girl. Okay, but let's just get back to the delusion. Sis says she's doing wifely duties. Let's just let her think that she's doing wifely duties. Why? I'm not gonna look.
And I told him, I said, when I get to my appointment, I'm not going to be dealing with none of this, because that's the point of my appointment, is I don't want to be stressed out. And it's not stressful. I love helping him. So hopefully we can get this resolved. But my mom recommended this place, so I'm going to probably just tell her to call, and she'll wait for them to answer. So it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, I can
I'll look it up. I know that they we'll look it up and see what's going on. I haven't looked in a minute. Girl, that docket has been real slow. That docket hasn't had anything going on. Now, she settled the Neiman Marcus situation, the last time we talked about it. there was some sort of, basically, they had gone to mediation, and they worked out a payment plan. And I guess as long as she stays on her payment plan, she's good. Let me see. Smart search. Okay, let's see. Keisha. Oh, why am I typing in Kaylee Anderson? Let's see. Let me tell you something. 24 Midland. So Midland Credit Small Claims, that one has been closed. They worked out an agreement and Sis is on a payment plan. Okay. The case with Camino Financial, thank you for asking, is still open. Girl, these dogs. Proposed order for final judgment. Oh, excuse me. Hold on a second. Let's see. It's appearing that the court defendant is duly served with a copy of the complaint. Okay, hold on. Let's backtrack for a second. Let me let these dogs in real quick, and let's get down to the truth of the matter. Order of certificate uniform with credit. Ooh, hold on. Let me check this out. Hold on a second. They might be. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me let these dogs in, and let me let this run for a second, and I'll be right back.
Oh, y'all. I can't be missing my exit now because I'm already 2 minutes. It says I'm gonna be there in 2 minutes. And I cannot afford to be late. My appointment starts at 11. But y'all, I'm so sad. I may not be able to go to 8301846. Press 1 if this is correct. Press 2 if you want us to reach you using another number. Press star if you prefer to. Please enter your 10-digit phone number or press star to wait for an agent.
Okay, that she is attorney of record, plaintiff, and complaint action was filed. Okay, let me just see what's going on here. SCRA. What does that mean in Georgia? SCRA. Okay, Civil Service Members, Civil Relief Act, the federal law that provides legal and financial protections to service members on active duty. Girl, that doesn't apply to her. Let's see. So there was a motion. Okay, so let's go back. So January 24th, 25, there was a service, a sheriff's entry of service, basically where they noted that they had handed off the paperwork to Jeremy back in August, okay? That they had been adequately served, and also, that they'd been adequately served. The next step would be for a hearing, right? So let's see. Affidavit of service. This was, I need to go back into my paperwork because I know counsel received notice on sending the plaintiff caused the defendant to be served by sending a second original pursuant to OC. Plaintiff caused the defendant to be served by sending a second original service copy of summons for complaint here in the defendant on Peachtree, set forth original printout, secretaries. Okay. So I know that they tried to serve her again because they served both Got Links and the house before they moved. Attorney for plaintiff for reaction as such deponent has personal knowledge of the facts contained herein and otherwise. Okay, so basically they filed an affidavit stating that Keisha and company are fully aware of what's going on. Basically, it's like they're fully aware, and attached are the receipts of service. So it was an affidavit of service, and the service to the business location and the home location. Then there was a summons that was filed. It doesn't look like she's ever really acknowledged or answered any of these complaints to me. I could be wrong. I need to look through everything again, but what it looks like to me, they have filed a proposed order. So plaintiff Camino Financial against Scott Lanks, Keisha Anderson. It appearing, am I on? Hopefully I'm not on mute. Okay, good. Which one was this one? Okay. It appearing to this court that defendant, that's Keisha Got Lanks, was duly served a copy of the complaint effective September 4th, 2024, and that defendant, Keisha Kaylee, was duly served. So not only was the company served, she was served, right? August 14th. And it further appearing at the time of this filing, defensive pleadings has passed and no defensive pleadings have been filed. It is hereby ordered that the plaintiff have a final judgment against the defendant. They're going straight for a judgment against her because she has not responded since September 4th. She hasn't responded. She hasn't said bitch, boo, bye. They are looking for, so basically they submitted this to the court. Let me see what else they submitted before I read that. So they filed a judgment. They also filed something about affidavit pursuant to SCRA service members, something. The Service Members Civil Relief Act is a federal law that provides legal and financial protection to service members on active duty and their families in Georgia. These protections include things like interest rates, pre-service debts, postponing foreclosures, preventing eviction without court. The state of Georgia has its own laws for SCRA. I don't know that applies because I don't know that she's military. Before me, undersigned Christian Wilson, who is being sworn, deposes and says the following: that she is attorney of record for the plaintiff, that the complaint in this action was filed in the court of Fulton County, Georgia, against Keisha Camel Toe Real Estate. Kaylee was served on August 14th, 2024, that pursuant to 50 USC Appendix Section 521, I entered defendant's name and social security number into the Department of Defense Manpower Data Center, and that attached report indicated defendant is not. Okay, so they're just doing their due diligence, not to be corny, but they're doing their due diligence to make sure ma'am is not active duty, or falls into any of the provisions set aside for somebody who is in the service. They did their due diligence on that, and it came up nil, zip, zero, nada. Okay. So that being said, after they double confirmed, you haven't answered. We know we gave it to a 6 foot, 40-year-old looking black man by the name of Anderson, who said their name was Anderson. You guys remember that? We did a whole video. We gave it to a man who answered the door, said that was your husband. His name was Anderson. He was looking about 40. Okay. You have not responded at all. Okay. According to that, baby, it appears that this court, that the defendant Got Lanks was served. Keisha Camel Toe Realty got served and was duly served a copy of this complaint effective August 14th, and further appearing at that the time for filing defensive pleadings has passed. It has passed. And that no defensive pleadings have been filed. No rebuttals, no nothing. No answers, no nothing. So ordered that plaintiff, so they're moving that the court move basically. So they're presenting this basically final judgment to the judge. So the judge would have access to this whole entire record, see that they have not responded, that they have done all of their due diligence. And if the judge decides to sign this, baby, they're looking for number one, principal amount of $25,098.00 and 07 cents. Okay. Accrued interest, $8,915.33. That's through May 7th, 2024. Reasonable attorney fees, $3,426.34. Post judgment interest at the legal rate from the date of judgment and all court costs associated with this action. Let me get my calculator out. Oh, hold on. Let's get the calculator. Whoever asked this, very good. 25,098.07 plus 8915.33 plus 3426.34. And then there'll be an amount that we just don't know. Right now, the grand total is $37,439.74. And that does not include the post judgment interest at the legal rate. So that was filed on 129/25 in the civil court, because this is a civil matter. I don't know what to say. That was what was filed. That's the last update on this matter. They have filed all of the appropriate certificates. They refiled that folk been served. They filed an affidavit that they checked the military system, okay, to make sure sis not currently deployed or anything like that. What is this? They also filed a default judgment motion. Okay, this is what they filed first. I'll give you the order. This is what was filed first. Comes now, plaintiff pursuant to OCGA 91155. This is all in the Fulton County system. You guys can look this up, but none of this is redacted. And in case there's anything I don't need to show, I'd rather not. I can, all of this is in Fulton County. If you don't have access to Fulton County, you guys know where to find me. You guys know where this stuff is posted, either in the broadcast. Once I had time to redact it a little bit, it'll be in my Instagram, Love Lies and Lace Fronts broadcast channel. I'll just drop them, but I need to redact a couple of things. And once I redact that, then I'll drop them for you guys, and I'll put a link. Okay. Comes now, plaintiff pursuant to OCGA 91155 and USCR 15. That's the law. Those are the statutes that they're coming. They're like, and we're coming from this. Okay. So OCGA 91155 is the statutes that they're using to support their argument, in case you don't know what that means. And these are easily things that you can look up. You can just copy, paste it over. Let me see what OCGA 91155 is. Just so OCGA 91155. Let's see what that is. OCGA 91155. When a case in default, opening as matter of right judgment. If in any case an answer has not been filed, okay, hello, they're coming from the law, okay? If in any case an answer has not been filed within a time required by this chapter, that case shall automatically become in default unless the time for filing the answer has been extended as provided by the law. The defendant may be opened the default may be opened as a matter of right by filing as such defenses within 15 days of the default upon the payment of costs. If the case is still in default after the expiration of period of 15 days, so 15 days after we file for a default judgment, you still had time. The plaintiff at any time thereafter shall be entitled to a verdict and judgment by default in open courts or in chambers, as if any item and paragraph of the complaint or other original pleading were supported by proper evidence without the intervention of a jury, unless the action is a ex delicto or involves unliquidated damages, in which the event, which is we're just dealing with US currency that was contracted to be repaid at a certain period of time. So this isn't like property or vehicles, tangible property that needs to be liquidated for settlement to be to occur, or things like that. Let's see. So basically, if you want to read more about it, it's all you have to do is type in OCGA, okay, 55, 9/11/55, and it comes up with the information about default judgment. Okay, so basically, they're citing the law as to why this claim is legitimate for default judgment. Okay. Plaintiff shows the following defendant got Lanks was properly served with the summons and complaint September 4th, 2024. And the defendant, Keisha Cameltoe Realty, was properly served with the summons and complaint on August 8th. Defendant has not filed an answer to any defensive pleadings within the time required by law, and more than 15 days have passed since the defendant's default, and the default has not been opened as a matter of right or by court order. Plaintiff attaches an order for judgment certificate as an exhibit hereunto and submits a proposed order for the court's convenience. Plaintiff respectfully requests $25,098.07, $8,915.33, reasonable attorney fees $34.26, and post-judgment interest. So they filed that first. Hold on. They filed that first. Okay. They filed that first, the motion, okay? Because there was no motion. Then they filed the certificate, which had the copies of the service. Uniform court rule. Hold on, let me go look at that one. Did I pull that one up? Yeah, I mean, it's just repeating the same thing. The order for judgment certificate. So basically, they're giving, now this is a list of what they've done. Number 1, service, summons, and complaint. Number 2, effective date of service. 3, no defensive pleadings have been filed. Number 4, defendant is not inactive. So they basically are filing, they're just going through the motions of all of the things that they need to file. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so 124 service, they filed that again. Number 5, then they filed the motion. Then they filed the certificate of all of the things. Then they had the affidavit filed regarding the military service. And then they put in a proposed summary judgment, okay, in the amount of money. Okay, let me see. Where's my history? History. There's no history. Oh, I guess I cleared it. Anywho, you guys got it. So that's your update. Someone asked about Camino. Arlene respectfully asked about that business. And are you guys up to date on that now? Is that good? Are we good on that? Whew. Could explain her real estate brokerage hopping? They are probably going to attack. Well, they have to file the they filed it. It has not been finalized yet. So the judge, there's no signed order. They put in for an order of summary judgment, of default judgment, but it has not been signed yet by the judge. That's it. Okay. But it could be time. The judge, look, Fulton County, no tea, no shade. Y'all slow over there for real. These judges, they're slow. They sit on stuff for a minute, okay? But I'm gonna say this: even if she were to respond, the time windows have expired. Even if she decided, like, oh shit, they done blew up my spot on Love Lies and Lace Fronts and told all the business. I had no idea, because some people say they don't find stuff out but until they hear about it on the internet, to the blogs start talking about it, right? So she might be like, oh my God, they were talking about it on the blogs. It's still overdue, because your husband, Mr. Anderson, received those papers, and they have notification that they have handed you these documents twice. Yes, it's for shame. For shame. Okay. So even if today she's like, oh, unless you come with the cash, they don't have to deal with you. So right now, let's say the judge is working on default judgments next month or something, and they go ahead and sign. That's when they can go ahead, and that lawyer, some of these lawyers already have credit collections people that they work with. That's going to be a default judgment on your credit. They could put a lien. They could do a lien with it, rock with it. Okay. They could do a whole lien. So when you're trying to sell something, baby, they could put a whole lien on Pastel Acres. Okay. I don't know if they attach, so they have her as a person and as a company, right? Forgot links. So depending on how that the property has been deeded and what's going on, girl, they could do a whole lien with it. Okay. On her as a person, as a company, on her property. Okay. Girl, baby, she could do a whole class on herself. What not to do. Girl, lean with it, rock with it. Okay. Baby, that's a whole gangsta lean on that property. Not yet, but it could be, if that's what they, and who's not going for $40,000 plus interest? Who is not going to attach said property? Okay. So yeah, not looking good. She has time, but she's gonna probably have to cough up a major amount of cash for them to feel in good faith that they will take a payment agreement from her. But for right now, baby, that she's just one signature away from the judge making a default judgment. And baby, you guys know the whole Diddy thing right now. Somebody filed, we talked about on Real Talk Bougie a couple of times, but there's a crazy guy who filed against Diddy and had a bunch of bogus paperwork. It's not really standing now, but it's a problem, because Diddy was locked up right when this happened. He had just gotten locked up, so things occurred. First he was ignoring it. I guess maybe they thought it was bogus. Maybe it never even got to him, but he had phony certificates of service. Turns out that the guy, Cordero, whatever his name was, I'll have to bubble up those videos, but they're on my channel. The guy in prison, yeah, in Michigan. Anyway, but it did cause some problems. Like, default judgments are real. If you have a civil action against you and you don't bother to respond, they can win just by the fact of your silence. Okay. And that's what this could be. So I did a whole video on this. We talked about the whole entire debt. It was a cash loan to her business, and she made very few payments according to the documents. It's been alleged, and the receipts said that there were few payments made, and it was a cash loan in excess of $25,000. And now we are looking at a very bad investment of cash borrowed, and looking at $37,000 return on that ass. If you would have just paid your bill, you probably would have been okay. Okay. And they're probably going to go put a lien on it. Okay. But ma'am is talking about going all out for her wedding. Okay, let's keep going, guys. We parked over to the side of the road because we had to handle that business. Thank you to the sis that asked about the situation, Miss Arlene. Baby, a whole damn mess. Let's think about that while we're listening to all of these plans, spa visits. And just imagine you are a savings and loan company. You have yourself a little, we'll finance it type company. You got some cash and you want to help the people in your community, and you're going to make some short term, they might be high interest loans, but damn it, you can go to Chase. You can go to Bank of America if you want to. We loan over here. It's going to be credit card prices. Okay. All right. You don't have to come here, but you came. Okay. You're a small company and you shell out 25 racks and you're waiting for your payments back. You got payroll to pay, you got mortgages, you got rent for your offices, and someone comes in good faith to come get money from you and cashes the check and never holds up their end of the agreement, the contract. That's bad. As a business person, how can you be out here teaching business when you're not handling business, right? Okay. All right, let's get back to this.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I gave him Babe's callback number, so he pretty much still in line right now. But I'll just tell him to get the phone to my mom because she'll talk. But
let me say something else too. In the next video, we'll do that maybe by the end of the week. Girl, she was answering a comment. She said, and I just want to be clear, this person is not a troll, because I can check and see if they have made comments before. And she says this person is not a troll, but they're asking a question. So I guess she must have got some scrutiny in her comments about asking people for money for the girls' activities. Okay. She got some comments about asking folk for money to pay for the little girls' activities. And baby, she has some answers. Okay. She has some answers, and she will be addressing that. Okay. Hey, Baba
yes,
lady. Hey,
I'm so
boo.
sad. I'm so sad. I have so much going on, and unfortunately, I'm trying to like put so much on my plate, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do Sasha's bachelorette trip. I was invited, and I'm so sad because I'm literally trying my best to figure it out, and I just don't think it's gonna work because hello. Hello. Good, how are you?
Hello, we are calling regarding a debt. Hold on a second. What did it say? Let's see.
Hello.
Okay, the number, you see the number on there, y'all? Baby. Hold on. Because it's just because we're nosy, y'all. It's not for any other reason. Oh God. I messed it up.
I'm literally trying my best to figure it out, and I just don't think it's gonna work because hello. Hello.
Girl,
Good,
I
how are
couldn't do
you?
it.
Oh no, I'm not
Ma'am.
interested in that.
She said, I'm not interested in that. I'm trying to figure out, was that hi, this is a call to collect. Girl, it's El Camino Financial. Hi, this is El Camino Financial. We're calling for our money. We're calling for our money, honey. Okay. Why is my back button not working? Okay.
Sorry, y'all. I hate when they be wasting their time calling me about this. They need to put me on a no call because I've been told them this 5 times. But anyways,
Well,
what I
because
was
that's their
saying,
job.
we have a trip already planned for, and at first we were thinking about just doing Jory's birthday at our house. I'm kind of open to doing Orlando and going to Universal Studios as a family. I'm kind of open to that. I've already scheduled my what is it called? Bridesmaids proposal, and our engagement party, and a whole bunch of miscellaneous.
I can't stand when my stuff is not behaving right. Hold on, let me reset my screen, make sure I can.
This cage too small. So we really wouldn't have nowhere. We would have to literally trust.
Is this where we're at? Okay. She said bridesmaids proposal. The fuck is that? People are taking this stuff like out of control. What happened to just calling your friends? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, hello, hey, so and so, we love you. We want you to be part of our big day because, baby, that's what needs to be done. You know what I mean? You already know. Okay, that's it. That's all. Why are we doing a bridesmaid's proposal? That doesn't even make any sense. I don't know. If you did that, once again, I just want to put this disclaimer out. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you about that. I'm just saying I think it's fugazi. It's a little fugazi. It's a little waste of money. It takes, okay, let's talk about it in terms like this. It takes money out of your marital budget. Okay. It takes money out of the budget for the actual wedding, doing silly stuff. Okay. Why do that? Is silly. Okay. That's just my opinion. If you did it and you loved it and it was great, that's good. I'm just saying it takes, especially when you owe Camino Financial. If you owe a collection company almost $40,000, baby, you might want to be real careful with how you're spending your money, especially when you talk about how you spend your money online. Okay. Online. Yes, she's making it content. Yes. Let's get back.
Payments and stuff that we have to make for that month for us will be almost $3,000 for that month alone. We still got mortgage, we still got car, we still got bills, we still got this, we still got that. So it's just like then to have to go and do a trip. I'm taking my mom and my mother-in-law out of the country with me because we're doing a mother-daughter trip. So
girl,
it's gonna be all of my closest friends with all of our moms and me. My sister's gonna come too, and then my mom and then my mother-in-law. We're all gonna go, and then right when I come back, it will be her trip like 3 days later, and I just feel like it's not gonna work. And I want to commit because I want to be there for my friends. I just feel so bad. Like I feel so bad.
Girl, I don't understand this texture that's on her face, and then she is highlighting it with bronzer and highlighter and all it's bad. Take care of yourself.
Like, I feel so bad. I'm trying not to think about it, but I'm just like, okay.
Mrs. Postel is going out of the country with Dahmer glasses, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Y'all, sorry. I'm just kind of like all over the place. Where is the spa place? Make sure.
The friend was probably like, and you can't record for content, so don't even try it. And then she's like, well, maybe I can't go because I can't get a return on it.
Oh, I think it's this way. Because did I get off the highway and go the wrong way? Oh, it's gonna be on the right. Oh, I think I know exactly where I'm
Girl.
I know exactly where I'm going.
She can see for me, you, and next week. Okay. She can see for all of us. Those windshield wiper glasses, baby, she can see. They're not a damn thing she can't see. Girl, that's X-ray vision over there.
Yeah, hurry up, lights, hurry up. So yes, I got an hour-long foot massage and an hour-long back massage. And I may add on another hour for that back, but I love my
girl.
Oh, I love
my neck.
But anyways,
my
y'all,
back.
I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm a vlog going in. So
all
I
my
can show
ladies,
y'all the place that I decided. I was about to go to like some more
my neck,
like
my
really
back.
nice because I know the Waldorf has a place, and then I can't remember the other place. One of my cheer mom friends told me about, but it was all the way in Peachtree, and then this one's off Howell Mill, so it's not too far. Hold on, make sure I don't pass it. Make sure I don't pass it. Oh, hold on.
R.I.P. masseuse.
Okay, here we are.
Girl.
I see it. Make sure. I don't need
an hour-long foot massage, baby.
Customer parking only.
This is, hold on a second. This is where you're going to get a massage next to the muffler place? Wait, you right over here next to the tire change? Next to Mavis? What's here? Girl.
Massage. Okay, boom.
Girl, you better hope they don't try to that they're not doing happy end, like you don't get assaulted up in there. Girl, that place looks like, just, I'm judging from the parking lot. It's giving trafficking, is giving, let's, don't play with me. I'm not here to play with you. Don't play. It's giving brothel.
So y'all, let's go. I'm super excited. I still got these plants. I got
Girl,
some orders that need to go.
You're going to the massage place next to Sherwin-Williams and the muffler spot. Baby, stop it.
It's chilly. The rain has been going crazy yesterday, and it's supposed to rain again today. I should probably bring
Jones Barbecue and foot massage.
Okay, hopefully I don't gotta fill out no paperwork.
Girl,
shouldn't have to.
Stop playing with this 4K. Baby, she's got to be lucky that my my back button is not working right now. Let's see if it's on the other screen. Hold on, let's see what's going on here. What's going on here? Okay, well,
I really, now that I'm over here, I may go get crab legs. Babe said he'll pay for my lunch.
Look, Babe say he'll pay for my lunch. Is that a contemplation when you go eat? Baby, as long as your purse is fully loaded, and I'm talking about cash, debit, credit, I'm not thinking about Babe said he's going to pay. If my husband wants to throw me some lunch money, cool. Because, baby, guess what? When you are married, what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours. Okay? I always got lunch money. I'm not asking for some lunch money allocation. Baby, I done went to lunch. Okay? Period. Babe said he'll pay for my lunch. What? Sis, it doesn't work like that. The flex on being married is, baby, you're just at lunch. Okay? You're at lunch. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's girlfriend things. That's ooh, this guy likes me. He just cash at me some money. You're the wife. You're talking about you're on some wifely errands. You should be at some wifely lunch. Wifely lunch, baby. I'm not calling asking for any money. I got the money. Okay, you should have the money's already should be on those cards or in that wallet. Some cash. Okay, don't do that. She don't know. She don't know y'all. We gonna stop telling her. We can't tell her stuff. Girl, massage in between Sherwin Williams and the muffler shop. Okay, girl. Talking about Babe said he's gonna send me some lunch money. Girl.
Today. So I'm gonna probably tell
Wait,
him to
what's
just
this?
send me some money
What's it
for some
called?
crab legs.
Oh, I can't be quick because I can't be quick. Okay, hold on. What was it?
Easy
Massage a
yesterday,
trois?
and it's supposed to
No,
rain
not massage a trois. Oh, was that what it was
today. I
called?
should
Massage
probably
a
bring my
trois?
umbrella. I will.
Girl,
Hopefully I don't gotta
nasty.
fill out
I
no
would
paperwork.
not go to a place called no massage a trois. Look at, I'm not going to say a word. Okay. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
Too.
Massage a
I
trois.
really. Oh, now that I'm over here, I may
Girl.
go get crab legs. Babe said he'll pay for my lunch. Today. So I'm gonna.
Massage E. Hold on. Girl. Girl, why did my thing open up? Hold on. Massage A. What did I do? Oh God. Let me just keep it cute because I must have done something. I must have hit a F key or something and everything is discombobulated. So and I left my phone in the bedroom. Okay. Why can't I look this up? It's one of those I probably need to restart my computer. Okay. Well, let's look. Anybody look up massage ETOILE and you could drop the link in the chat and then I can click on it because baby I must have hit the wrong F key because I think I took out my keyboard. Okay.
Probably tell him to just send me some money for some crab legs.
Send me some money for some crab legs.
Actually, show y'all. Hold on, turn y'all around. So this is
Girl, I was
where
doing
I'm
all that
at.
and there it is. Massage A.
Right here. Let's see. Oh. Hold on, y'all.
Girl.
Okay. Hello.
Girl, I had no idea that it was going to that they were going to show all of that. Okay, because then I wouldn't have been doing so much. Anywho.
Hello. I have an appointment for 11 o'clock. Birthday.
Girl.
11. 7. What did you hear about us?
We don't have your name, ma'am.
Sure. Okay. So, what pressure do I want? I want medium. I'm okay.
you want them legs?
Okay, please.
You want them legs massagerized?
I want to focus on my lower back.
I want to foots on my booty.
I want to focus on my feet a little.
I want to keep it. I want to keep a Christian massage, please. I'd like a very Christian.
Focus on my arms.
Girl.
Focus on my thighs.
Girl, can you get right below my putty cat, please? Can you massage me right there? Girl.
Focus on everything, y'all.
Excuse me, can you massage me right there can you Keisha, you wanted to get massage right there. Mastermind, India, you see where she put the circle, right? Girl, she wants to get massage in that place. You see that? Look, girl, right there. That's a massage that'll get you unfianced, okay? Girl, can I get a cat massage, please? We're celibate. Can I get a cat massage? Girl, that's what it costs for a $178 cat massage. Girl, the massage that will get you single. Girl, you better stay away from that massage place. That massage will have you single out here, sis. You better be careful. Girl, you better be careful. Okay. If I don't get my damn computer back right, baby, girl, a camel toe massage. Stop it. Stop it. This is what she wants. She wants, okay, let me unclick this for a good thumbnail. Okay, hold on. Let's get the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. Oh shit. I don't know what I did to my keyboard. Girl, this is what happens when you wipe out your keyboard, when you do things to disable your keyboard. Okay, awesome. Team awesome. Okay. Shit. I can't do any of my normal shenanigans because I have disabled my keyboard. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Girl, why did I do that? Can you please get off the screen? Okay.
Okay. I think
Oh,
we're gonna do
Jesus,
that.
help
Okay,
us.
how to move
Help us,
forward.
Lord.
Boom. Sign my that. And boom, y'all. Would I like a glass? I don't need a glass of champagne. Okay, thank you. Okay, y'all. No, I don't need to use the restroom.
Go for that cat massage, you better.
No, I don't really. Whoever's good. Okay, I surely will.
We got one here in the lobby. She wants a cat massage. We got your cat massage has just arrived.
Let me call my man back in. Oh yeah, I got some cash up, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got one company a few days ago to
Only
commit,
her
and
right
this was
arm.
all of the weekend while I was emailing people. So I'm expecting to get more brands to respond back to me this entire week. I'm going to be raffling
Let me
off
speed
to
this up a
everybody
little
who
bit,
donated
ma'am.
to the Girls Cheer fundraiser. I'm going to be raffling. I want to, if I can get 10 prizes, I'm going to get 10 prizes, as many as I possibly can. So I appreciate you guys so much. And like I said, I will let y'all know when I at least have 5 prizes guaranteed. Then I'll go ahead and do the first round of raffles. And if I just keep getting stuff, then I'll do more raffles. But the only requirement is $1. If you do more than $1, then that's, you know, from the kindness of your heart. And I really genuinely appreciate it. The girls really appreciate it.
I'm not going to lie, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I would have gone for a facial. She got a big pimple right there where her glasses touch her cheeks.
And like I said, I never.
Do you see that? And it's big too. It's right there.
No handout.
It's like, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. What's up?
Away. And yes, I really appreciate everybody who has donated. And I'm making sure that these prizes are good, y'all. I reached out to some very, like, I'm talking about really high end products, not just like no little.
It's gonna be what do they call those things? I finally got one. I've only used it once. What's it called? Air fryer. It's gonna be Yasol bike. It's gonna be some compression socks, some sort of underwear deal on Amazon, baby. Okay, for $1, what can you ask for? Okay. Who has room to complain for $1?
Little boy Larry, but anyway, I'm talking later. Hey y'all, I'm leaving the massage. Let me give y'all my feedback.
I'm leaving my cat massage.
Anyone who's interested. Oh, I just did something I shouldn't have probably did, y'all.
Girl.
I don't even know what my brows look like. Hold on, because she was massaging my face. I got a period bump this period. I have not gotten a period bump. Oh, you know, I'll take that back. I've gotten period bumps.
I felt like they called those need some bumps. Those are called need some bumps.
It just decides when my body decides it wants to have a period bump. But anyways, they gave me complimentary champagne afterwards, and I tried to like hurry up and down it because I'm like, let me go.
Do massage places give out champagne? Because after you do like lymphatic and all that stuff, you want to put alcohol in your body? Don't they? The places I've been to, they give you some like orange slice, with lime and cucumbers. Oh, really? I recall refreshing healthy drinks like spring water with lime and all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Like infused beautiful water with like a edible flower on top or something. You know what I'm saying? Um I didn't know they give out alcohol. They usually give you water cuz they want you to hydrate yourself, not kill yourself with alcohol. Yeah, because maybe they do. Maybe they do before, I don't know, so you can fall asleep and then they can have their way with you. Cause some of these places, baby, there's a never ending supply of massage parlor people over at the courthouse. They had I could tell you guys there was a situation that happened in Charlotte. This man was probably there for some shenanigans. I would say he more than likely was there for some shenanigans. They recorded him. The wife was giving him a very special massage with her cat. She was giving a cat massage to the man with his sausage at the massage place, right? And it was all on video. How about they sent him a text telling him that he had like 24 hours before they notified his wife? Okay. Needless to say, the husband and wife who owned the place, I guess the man was trafficking his wife. Yes. I will get that complaint and read that to y'all. It is hilarious. They are still in court. It's going on because it was on some extortion, prostitution, trafficking, everything. Okay. Um, a mess. Okay. In Charlotte, in good, clean, wholesome, number one black city. I mean, maybe it's not number one yet, but it's on the list of 5. It's in the top 5. Black city. Baby, can you believe that they were doing some shenanigans in my beautiful city? My beautiful hometown city? Well, it's not my hometown, but you know what I'm saying? It's home now. I'm still a Jersey girl, but you know, my little wholesome place, okay? Girl, we're gonna be at this all damn day. Okay, let's try to get through. Girl, we're only 12 minutes in. This is terrible. This is terrible.
So here I am. Let's see what happens to me if I feel woozy because I haven't drunk.
I've never had alcohol at a massage situation. I've only had fresh waters infused with fruits and vegetables and things like that, aromatics. Um, Alcohol has been given at the nail shop. Okay. At the nail shop, yes, they give you all kinds of stuff. Okay. Um,
Very long time.
oh, I grew up in Bergen County.
A very long time. Let me get my heat going. But overall, this is my feedback. Staff, 5 out of 5. Massage, 4.8 out of 5. Cleanliness, 5 out of 5. Experience, 5 out of 5. Would I return? Yes. Price, I paid $170, which included a tip. And then you can give an extra tip on top of that if you see fit. I did give an extra tip on top of that. So I think that was a
So she must have had a Groupon or deal or something, because didn't you guys say it was 178 or something like that?
good deal. Now, typically, I don't pay for massages at all. Babe does. Every time I've gotten a massage in the last however many years, typically has been Jeremy paying. So I do believe that is on the lower end, and that's only because
I'm just gonna say this. I think she feels some type of way about people talking about Jeremy's bum status, and she just wants us to know that Negro pays for stuff. Can we just put it on the record? Keisha wants everyone to know Sir pays for things, okay? He pays. She wants us to know that Sir pays, okay? He pays for things. And would you stop talking about my man, because he pays and it looks cute. Very cute. Okay. Not too much heat. Okay. Let me see. Okay. He pays for stuff, guys. Farrah, come here,
I
baby.
did look up 3 other places before deciding this one. I went with this one. This one was maybe $10 to $15 cheaper than the other ones, and it came with a gratuity. But the main reason why I chose this one was because of the location. I just figured I didn't want to drive an hour to get to the other places. And I'm glad I didn't, because I have a business meeting with my bank. So I'm headed there now. And I thought my meeting was at 2, but it's actually at 2:30. So I'm not going to be able to eat right now because I did want to enjoy my food. So, and why is this post office truck right behind me like this? Maybe they got to move. Oh yeah, they're moving. So I'm going to grab my lunch after I'm done with my Chase meeting. But yeah, so I really did like this place. I do think I'm gonna go to one of the other 2. I'm just gonna try out different massages because I promised myself throughout my wedding planning season I need to be as stress-free as possible, and I need to be prioritizing my mental health, and that means I need to be going to go get a massage. The first 40 minutes of my foot massage I spent texting. Like, I get a lot of business.
I don't even know what to say. Okay, prioritizing your mental health. Okay. I feel like when people have to make statements about prioritizing things, it's because it's not a priority. It hasn't been a priority. So I get it. That's a valid statement, I guess, if it's not a priority, but it's sad when people don't have certain things be a priority. And that's not about being a mother or anything like that. That's just about self-preservation. Okay. That shouldn't even be something that should be on a list unless you are someone who really is just out of alignment, because that's almost like a given. Okay?
Text all day, every day, and my personal phone and my business phone. Someone texted me over the weekend. They were a little disgruntled, and I wanted to be clear for those who watch me. The lady ended up asking, even in my massage. Now both my phones are on vibrate, but the lady ended up asking, like, "Is everything okay? Like, do you need to get that?" Because my phone goes off all day long. And the person texted me the day she texted me. Both days she texted me were very busy days for me last week. One, I was in a closing at the time she texted me, and the other time I was in the office getting acclimated with the new broker at the time she texted me, because I had to go back up and look at the previous times. But once you text my phone, I promise you're probably not the first message. I promise. It's most likely, depending on what time it was, my phone does not stop ringing. Like, it does not stop ringing. It like goes off all the time. People are texting me all the time. And furthermore, I'm in the middle of 2 different mentorships. I'm doing a finance academy and then a 90-day mentorship. So those ladies are texting me on the side all day long for their own personal questions or whatever about the mentorship. And that's on top of all of my real estate transactions, lenders, agents. Everybody's texting my phone. So unfortunately, I did not see her messages, and she was a little disgruntled. And I think she assumed that she did say, I watch your YouTube and I saw that you said in your video that you like you always check. I don't know what she was actually saying, to be honest. It was something along the lines of me talking about being in my business phone. But this is why I'm at the spa, because I literally put everybody else in front of prioritizing me.
This is my thing. I'm listening to what she's saying. When something is a priority, if it's a priority for your $170 for that hour or 2 hours, however long you were there, you better put that thing on do not disturb. You need to teach. Look, and this is for anybody. This is not for Keisha, because Keisha, it doesn't matter. She's going to do what she wants to do. You teach people how to engage with you. And if you don't make you a priority, why do you expect other people to make you a priority? If you are on some stop, drop, and roll, well, they go put you on some stop, drop, and roll. You like fire alarms, baby, you can have them. When people see that it takes you an hour or 2 or a day to get back to them, then they understand. Baby, that's it. That's all. Okay. Putting a phone on vibrate, you may as well have the phone on ring. You put the phone on do not disturb until I leave this location. Guess what? You will be on do not disturb until I leave this location.
To get a break, even if I know I need it. And I have to set boundaries for myself. There are certain times where, like, very often I have to tell the girls, like, oh no, mommy's in a meeting. Oh no, mommy's working. Oh no, mommy's this. Oh no, mommy's that. And I don't want that to be my kids' childhood of always hearing, like, mommy's working, because they always want to see my phone. And I was like, mommy is working. Like, literally, give me my phone back. I have work to do. Whether I'm responding back to brands or responding back to comments.
Kids understand, mommy. Kids understand. This is my thing. Kids understand, but you have to make time for them. If they know that work is important and work is what pays the bills around the house, they respect it. Now, if you never have time for your kids, that's a whole nother thing. But if kids understand, some people have moms who are stay-at-home moms and are busy talking on the phone, yapping. Okay. They don't have any time for them. They're yapping, they're drinking, they're smoking pot, they're doing all types of shit. Working outside the home or having jobs, running business, that's an excellent model for kids, especially in a world where you got to get your hustle on. Okay. That's not a bad thing. The thing is not making time that counts for your children. So that's the side that counterbalances being busy. This is not a world, everyone doesn't have a situation where they can totally dedicate all of their time to their kids. And even saying that, you still have to dedicate time to your household, managing household affairs, managing your relationship with your spouse, all of those things. Kids do not get 100% of undivided time. They are watching us and learning for the future. So when they see you working and your work ethic, or they see you cooking, those are the things they're learning. They are learning. They're watching us. And when you make time for them, that is part of the process. But if you always find an excuse to not interact with your kids, that's a problem. But we see people on this internet, they got nothing but fucking time. You see Liv got all the time in the world to do absolutely nothing. We see my Jazzy life, baby. She has no time for her kids and all the time in the world to sit and be on live stream and talk to us. So there is a happy median here. And but this chick, to me, she likes to over exaggerate the obvious rather than just doing. She's constantly like meddling in her head. She's just like ruminating over, like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's like, calm down.
Or whatever, responding back to text, responding back to this, responding back to that. And I don't mind it, but I do get a lot of texts throughout the day and a lot of calls throughout the day. So it's very easy for messages to get pushed to the bottom. And sometimes I don't go through all of my messages.
Well, that's your fault. That's your fault. Number one, too many people texting. Stop making text. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to give solutions for this woman. At the end of the day, that's your fault. If texting is your number one way for people to get in contact with you, then it's your duty and part of your due diligence that every morning or every night you check your fucking phone and make sure that you have gone through every single message. And that's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, duh. It's not an excuse to say things got pushed down. You go through the whole entire thing. That's it.
In one sitting, depending on how busy I am. When
She
I get my phone
does.
back or whatever.
Bella,
Like,
girl,
I literally picked up my
yes.
phone when I got done, and I looked at like the first 4 texts and responded to those, and then walk out the door. And then when I get to the bank, I'm gonna look at a few more texts.
Tell this to the person who you need to tell it to. We don't care. Tell it to the person who you ignored.
But those people who I responded to may respond back again. So it's just like a lot of stuff that goes on. So if y'all ever text me, just maybe either call me or just text again and say, hey.
How about just look? Call the person who texted you that said you blew me off and call them back. Eat your humble pie. Apologize for not getting back to them in a timely manner. Handle the business and keep it pushing. That's it. That's all.
Hey, just pushing this to the top, blah, blah, blah. Because people have done that. Like, people have said that. Give me grace. Oh, these people are crazy. Give me grace because I am one person and my business phone number.
Give them grace. They spent their money with you. You want over and above.
Goes to all of my businesses. I had even asked Jeremy, I was like, do you think I should get another business number? Because my current one is just bananas. And he was like, no, babe, because who's gonna carry around 3 phones? That doesn't make sense. And I was like, well, maybe I can just keep one at the house and just like know that this phone is specifically for this, that, and the third. And he was like, no, it's like, it's okay to just clock out. You're an entrepreneur. You got to set your hours for yourself, babe.
Says the man who doesn't manage the household. Okay.
Clock out. Like other businesses, like if I miss them during business hours or I couldn't get back to them, like I think I may need to just put a new little PSA, like you will get a response within at least 24 to 48 hours.
I almost feel like that should be obvious. You know what I'm saying? That should just be obvious. But that being said, automation is real. There are plenty of tools within our devices and the platforms we use that create those opportunities for us that will give you that you can automate certain things to say, thank you for your message. These are the resources. Otherwise, I'll get back to you within a certain period of time. And that's it. That's all, but girl,
and or like I said, right now, my phone is just a little bit busier than normal because of the mentorship. So that's just unfortunate. But another thing, y'all, please do not, after telling me how you feel about whatever, like miss text, miss call, miss this, miss that, miss emails are the last thing. Like if you email me, baby, you may be waiting 3 to 5 days. Emails are the very last thing that I'm checking. When I check my emails, I have 6 different emails I have to check on a regular basis. 6 different emails I have to clear out. And my brand deal emails have to get checked and sorted through. And my real estate emails have to get checked and sorted through. So other emails are not, probably if I don't have that time. That's why I'm so happy about the spring break right now, because I need time to like catch up with so much stuff. Like I haven't been able to prioritize my own self, so I can't prioritize other people as much as I want to. And that's okay. That's okay. Right now, I got to give my absolute undivided attention to my text messages that I know are related to real estate.
So if you're in her mentorship, baby, just understand where you fall in.
Or are questions from the people who are part of my webinar.
Very unprofessional, Lady Lee.
This will be the very last webinar for a very long time. It is $50.
Look at Lil Woody.
It comes with 75 brands. I already have girls who have secured brand deals with small followers. With most of the people who are taking my webinar don't even have more than 10,000 followers. Most of them, most. Some of them do, and it could be because they've already taken something before and they've grown since then or whatever have you. But most of the people are very, 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 very micro influencers. So do not get discouraged. The brand deals work. All of my brand deals are recent brand deals. Like I'm giving y'all 75. I already got the brand deals sorted out, so this is even better. Now y'all don't even have to wait. Last time y'all only waited 2 days to get the brand list, and some people are not getting the brand list. Speaking of, so if you had an Android or a non-Mac computer, I didn't know Numbers app did not go to those because it's an Excel spreadsheet. So I need to recalibrate the brand list and then resend it if anyone did not have any of those like Apple products. I did just screenshot the list to some people, and then I.
Girl, you don't have Excel. You don't have Excel? You're using Numbers? Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm an Apple person, but in terms of I'll use a Google Doc before, or I'll just use Excel. I pay monthly and I've got 360, okay? Because I navigate between Mac and PC. And because I am a Mac PC person, yeah, you know what? Excel works on both. Okay. I can look up a spreadsheet on my phone, update it, and throw it right back into 360 or my Dropbox and pick it right back up on my computer or on my Mac. You know what I'm saying? On my PC or my Mac. Like, girl, Numbers does not work on PC. Okay. It just doesn't.
Try to do it in a PDF and it come out the same way as everybody else, but I get a lot of those texts a day as well. So I want to also put that out there. But the next marketing class, $50, and you're getting 75 brand lists. You're getting a full 2-hour presentation. You're getting everything. Do not miss out on this opportunity because it will be the last one for a while. I don't know the next time I'll be able to do it. And y'all are always reaching out to me about doing a mentorship or ask. I can't just answer questions that are coming to my phone because I get so.
The way she is handling this right now, like that she's really doing a fucking favor to people, baby, stop. It's very off-putting. So only people who are coming to her, people who are not professional. No offense, okay? If you're out here listening in the bushes and you're like, "Oh my god, I reached out to Keisha for that girl." I don't know. You self-check on that. Sis is not professional. She's very unprofessional, and this is horrible marketing. Okay. From a marketing standpoint, which I think she's talking about sales and growing your businesses, and it's very unprofessional. It's extremely off putting. And anybody that would deal with her based on this, it's giving trash. So go for, you know what I'm saying? Do you? It's just giving very unprofessional and not welcoming. It's giving lots of excuses and it's giving gloom and doom. It's not making YouTube sound like a very safe place and friendly and upbeat and something that people want to get involved in um at all. At all.
Some people will literally text me and just ask a question about anything. My business.
Girl, she's like an anxiety ridden social media mom. You see, look, I'm my own channel and I bring what I bring, right? I'm not comparing anything. This is what I'm saying. I'm laid back. I like to, you know what I'm saying? I think people are very intrigued by people who do social media that seem like they enjoy it. It's fun. You can learn some things, you can meet nice people. And you don't complain low key about the privilege of being able to work for yourself in a fun industry because it is fun. I love working in social media. I absolutely do. I would never waste y'all's time with such drivel. Only reason why we're going through it right now is because this is her content. This is her content. Complaining, struggling, freaking out, not being happy, complaining about her customers. I mean, what the hell? Who does that?
Number is a public number. So I get a lot of texts, but I don't see every single thing. Sometimes I may not get to you until, whenever I get to you.
She's having like a full-on anxiety attack right after a massage.
A little bit gracious.
Did she actually just leave a massage? Keep in mind, let's remember the scene. She just left a massage. And she is back on the hamster wheel complaining and griping. And that's what you get for drinking a glass of cheap champagne at the massage spot rather than hydrating yourself with some good cucumber water.
With those things and be a little bit more nice because the person who texted me, I didn't know what energy it was. So I just, they did say there was a subscriber for a period of time, but when I actually read their dispute, because they actually disputed they couldn't fulfill their class. I don't remember what she said, why she couldn't do the class anymore. That's neither here nor there anyways. But what I do know is a part of her message, I think that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, is when she said, like, I hope God leads you to do the right thing or something like that. I hope God puts on your heart or something like that. Please do.
But Keisha, this is the type of clientele you attract. You are with the Fugazi, so you attract the Fugazi. This is your core clientele. Okay? You like to make slick comments, therefore you attract slick commenters. You like to talk with the shits, so you get people who come to you like that. Let me tell you something. You come to me sideways, baby, not only are you blocked, you do not get a reply. So you can stay in that energy because I'm not playing with you. I'm not coming. I'm not going. I'm not replying. I'm blocking. Okay? Keep that energy to yourself. You come to me the wrong way, baby. Okay. That's it. That's all. I'm not playing with you. Somebody came, so someone, you didn't like the comment and you are sitting up here entertaining. You should have just handled that girl's problem and kept it moving. I wouldn't sit here. Clearly now it's coming out what's going on. So she is sitting here stewing about this whole thing. You just came from the massage. And it's like there's no cuts. So she's been talking now for 12 minutes and finally getting to the point through all of the excuses of why she's not doing her job she created for herself and complaining
stuff like that. Please do not message me stuff like that. I don't share my walk with God for you to use God against me. If you're watching this right now, sorry if you feel some type of way, but I probably did not respond the way you wanted me to. I just kind of like thumbs up your message because I genuinely did not know how to receive it. If you want to text me back to tell me or whatever it is, like I'm not gonna put you on blast. If you want to comment and some people get offended.
So it wasn't an email. Is that what you're saying? So someone reached out to her. She didn't get back to them in a timely fashion, but then also now she's talking about she thumbs up their message. So what does that mean? So you're talking to us about the fucking comments? You're bothered for 25 minutes about the comments?
Offended when influencers say certain things because they take it the wrong way, but I'm human and I know what triggers me, and that kind of triggered me because I don't want people to use God against me. Like I don't think God had anything to do with what was going on. I think that this person just, whatever life circumstances that happened to them, wanted me to just refund them for the class, and this is still a business for me, and I think people need to just understand that this is still a business. Once you sign up for something, if you decide in your life like, oh, this is also part of what triggered me, because she also was like, oh, I watched her vlog. She linked my video to PayPal. And this is why it's so hard for me to ask people to do stuff for me, because the moment I ask, I feel like people be throwing that in your face, and she did just that. And I'm still not gonna let that discourage me because so many of you guys have supported, but she literally threw that in my face by telling a strange PayPal representative to say, hey, she was just asking people on her YouTube video, put my YouTube video and said that I was asking people for donations for the girls' cheer fundraiser. I don't know what that had to do with the price of tea in China. I genuinely don't. I was like,
well, what they're trying to do is make you out to be a flim flam scam. Okay. They are basically saying that look, at the end of the day, you need to have, like, I'm not going to say anything else, but if there was no disclaimer or nothing stating that if you don't make your class, you will not be refunded, or there's no refunds, no rescheduling, that's, oh, well, if there's nothing that says no refunds, no rescheduling, oh, well, and this person might feel like you're a scammer. So they're trying to give as much evidence as they feel like they need to the appropriate people to dispute what they got going on. Okay. Whether that works or not, that might not necessarily work for them. But if you feel some type of way about it, don't put your kids in activities you can't pay for. How about that? If you can't pay for it, don't do it. If you got to if you have to crowdsource to get things done for your kids, that's your own problem. That's not other people's problem.
Trying to read it, I reread it. I even sent it to my best friend. I was like, hey, can you try to interpret this for me, because I'm not understanding, why you would think like, oh, because I asked for I'm hosting a fundraiser. I also have in the past had small comments. Like if I participated in a fundraiser, people were like, oh, but I thought you had this, or I thought you got this, or I thought you got that. I'm not opposed, or I'm not too proud to be a part of a fundraiser. I don't care. First of all, don't ever get it twisted. Unless you walking around here Bill Gates or something, like humble yourself and don't ever put yourself like where you're like acting like your ish don't stink. I've always said that about myself. I'm never gonna be at a point in my life where I feel like I'm above being a part of a fundraiser. Like I know all the cheer programs my daughters have participated in. Every time they do a fundraiser,
yeah, but this is not an official fundraiser. There's no flyer. There's no nothing. It's just you asking on your video. So if all of a sudden you get amnesia or you decide I don't want to do it anymore, there wasn't enough participation. I only collected $10, but you had to get on the phone and troll your vendors for advertisement and gifts. baby, people are just being smart consumers. So there's no official fundraiser. There's no, if your cheer organization doesn't provide you with opportunities to fundraise to offset costs, baby, maybe that's not the club for you. Maybe the club is out of your price range for 3 children. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I don't know what to say. Maybe apply for a scholarship.
Why would I say, well, I'm Keisha Kaylee. My girls don't need no cheer fundraiser. Da, 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 da. Why would I not want to be able to participate in raising funds for my daughters ethically? Like, if the
why not want to pay for stuff that your kids do financially? You're going to sit up here and go for $178 massage, but you think it's a good idea to ask people to help pay for your kids' cheer? Most influencers are not coming to the table and asking their audience to pay for shit. If you want people who are interested in the kids' cheer program, put up a fucking cheer channel and ask people if you would like to contribute or donate. Do that. But no, you took the kids' channel and made it into Pastel Acres channel. Let's talk about that. You were supposed to work on their channel. You took the subscribers they had, flipped them to make a channel for you and Jeremy to show gardening and tiny house. Right. She needs to apply your scriptures and understand the seasons of life. Maybe it's not the season for cheer. Maybe it's also the season to dig down in your pocket and stop groveling and begging people to pay for what you decided to engage in. You know what I'm saying? Pay your own way. Pay your own way. That's to me, maybe it's not the season, to your point, but even if it is the season, you got them involved, you pay for it. You pay for it. I don't understand where she thinks that it's okay. There might be people out here, they fall in love with your kids. Let me tell you something. The people, they fall in love with your kids. They discreetly, oh, so and so, your daughter, you're this, you're that, so inspirational. Tell them I said congratulations, blase blah, internet aunties, things of that nature. That's it. That's all. Ain't nobody out here. Most people with some class about themselves would never. If there's an official fundraiser from the cheerleading, put up the fucking link or put up the damn GoFundMe. I think it's weird that there's so many crowdsourcing websites that you could put up that are legitimate to collect funds if that's what you feel like you really need to do, that isn't ghetto. The way she's putting this right now, wrapped up in a complaint, is very ghetto. So she's complaining about the fundraising. She's complaining about someone complaining, and it's ghetto AF. It's very much giving ghetto bothered. Okay. Put up a damn, I don't know, what was it called? There was one of those sites where you could like put your excursions and your trip. Was it Honeybee? It wasn't Honeydew. It was Honey Fund. When my husband and I were getting married, we had a honey fund. Okay. And we had people who paid for particular excursions or particular things for us to be able to do when we got married, right? It's a crowd. So I'm sure there are far more. This is 2013, 2014 when we got married. That thing was up in sometime 2013 when we did the knot and all of those things, right? I'm sure there is something for crowdsourcing for kids like GoFundMe that may not be GoFundMe, but I don't know, maybe GoFundMe to pay. I mean, I'm not trying to give out any ideas. I'm just talking to you guys, but this is stupid. This is just very ghetto complaining in this way.
Program is holding, certain things for a fundraiser. Why would I not?
Girl, Granny, she has the money to take her mother and mother-in-law out of town and go on a mother-daughter trip with her bridesmaid proposal people. I mean, just the foolishness of it all.
Partake in it, regardless if you think this or you think that. Like, life is expensive for everybody. I in general don't like to ask people for stuff because, one, I don't like people throwing stuff back in my face that I ask for anything.
Girl,
Two, I don't want to come off like dry begging, like I said. So in the event, like, I do a
there was no dry banging at all. It's just this texture is so distracting. There's no dry begging in what you're doing. You're just straight up panhandling like Jasmine.
fundraiser, like I've done.
This is on some panhandling.
I've even posted it on my Instagram. A lot of you guys have supported. I've always appreciated. But even now with this, I said, okay, I got to think of a different type of fundraiser because that fundraiser didn't really benefit the girls. And I want to raise the funds for the girls' ship program. There's no harm in that. You guys are not being forced to participate. I'm not begging you guys to participate. I'm genuinely, like I said, I'm reaching out to brands. Like what I do know is I have the ability to reach out to brands and convince them to send me products or do gifting or like all of those things. I know I have that ability. So if I have to stay up,
girl, it's giving brokey to me. It's giving brokey
a couple of more hours at night to reach out and email brands to say, hey, I'm doing a giveaway for my platform. I would love to use your company or whatever.
Let me ask this. Where is their father? They have a whole father that lives in the house. If you are managing all the weight of this whole entire damn shit show, where is the father to pay for these girls' activities? Where?
Have you, or just give me the product. They don't got to know where it's going to. Some of them I didn't even tell them where it's going to. Just give me the product. I'll post it on my story. I'll post it in my blog. And then I'm going to give it away to my subscribers who donated into the fundraiser. So I'm reaching out to everybody. I have brand contacts for days and days and days and days and days and days and days. I have plenty of those. Like, they reach out to me. Like, I have plenty of them in my inbox. So all I'm doing is taking my time to just respond to everybody. Whoever messaged me and said gifting, or would you like for us to send you this? I'm like, heck yeah, because I want to be able to come up and show up for you guys.
But that's not considered a brand deal. That's not a brand deal. That is not a contact list of companies. If you do YouTube, anybody in here who does YouTube, in your email, you are going to get approached by people. How they get your email address? I don't know if YouTube sells, if Google sells them creator lists, and they may want people under a certain amount, or they want people who have this amount or over, whatever the case might be, right? At the end of the day, everybody gets these emails. If these people are doing YouTube, they're not doing YouTube. They're not doing it. If they're not getting emails for random shit, can you talk about my damn cozy earbuds or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not posting videos, you're not getting any emails. If you post videos and you get at least some views, like, you know what I'm saying? If you need content and you want product and not have to pay for it, then you can get in touch with the seller on Amazon. Maybe a list like this will help you, but start posting some fucking content. That way, because if you're not getting views, nobody's sending you shit for free. They want advertising in lieu of their product. They'll send you the product, but they want to know you get at least 1,000 views. They want you to get something, because maybe it'll convert to a couple of sales, and that pays them back for what they're sending you. But it's weird. You have people who don't even put up videos. People need to focus on building a channel. You start to build a channel and you start to get some views, people are going to start sending you emails and say, hey, I have some rollers. I got a curling iron I want for you to try. I'm not going to pay you shit, but I'll send it to you for free. If you send out my link, I'll give you $10 per curling iron sold, or a percentage. Sometimes you do get paid. And as you get bigger, you can get paid. She's ridiculous. But if people are not even posting videos, there are people who go to these classes because they want the magic, they want the sauce, they want to know how to get videos quick. There's nothing quick about getting your channel up on YouTube. It's just not. You either catch a wave or you're ready to catch a wave. You might catch a wave, then your views dip, or it's so many different things. There's so many different variables, but the bottom line is you got to make some content. You got to, whether you're doing Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, it doesn't matter. You could buy 1,000 things from the TikTok shop. If you want a TikTok shop to start popping, you got to sit there and make the videos. You just do. That's it. Some people's content on TikTok is just TikTok shop. You think you're watching a video. Next thing you know, it's like you're being sold something. Okay, fine. That's just how TikTok is. She's ridiculous.
Or even thinking of giving my kids $1. Like, it's just that. But do not use that against me, because
you can't tell people what to not use against
you. I'm trying to, there's parts of our lives that we have to like evolve, and like there's things that we have to work on for like self-growth. I have to work on that for myself, because even I told someone I was doing a fundraiser, and they were like, oh, well, these people really support you. They'll just give you $1. No, it's like $1, Keisha. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, no, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't ever want nobody to feel like, oh, Keisha over there asking her subscribers for money. I said all that.
Well, you'll have people that will just give you $1 because they feel sorry for you, or they'll give you $1 because they like your kids. But if you want to give something in exchange for their coin, if you want to have something in exchange for the coin, then okay.
That to say, like, if y'all are like my family. A lot of y'all are like my family.
Bro,
like, there are so many of you guys where, like, even the cheer fundraiser I've done, I've told like some of my friends, like, I've not even argued with some people, not my real best friends, like my real best friends, no, but people who call themselves my friends, like, I've had to check them before. Like, I'm like, you want to be a part of my kid's birthday party or a part of this, and you want to show up for the fun stuff, but when I posted my fundraiser, my subscribers was the ones supporting. Where were you? Like, I've told people this. I don't talk about stuff like this, but we kind of getting a little personal. But a lot of you guys have showed up more than people who want to be at these birthday parties and events for my girls, or say they love my girls so much, and I have to check them. No, you don't. You couldn't even give. I think there was a part of that fundraiser where you could just donate $1 amount or something. I'm like, my subscribers have donated. Like, I remember somebody had went and bought $100 worth of popcorn or something like that. I'm like, these people care about my kids more than you. And
look, I'm sorry, those are fans, and there's nothing wrong to have supporters who are really support, like, okay, whatever Keisha puts up, I'm in, whatever type of thing. Okay, cool. But your friends are not your fans. Your friends may not be support. Your friends might not even watch your fucking channel. Okay?
You know me in real life and you met them in real life. I don't see it like that. Like, a lot of y'all are subscribers to me, but y'all are more than that. A lot of y'all have grown to be my family. Like, I know y'all genuinely care about my girls, like their well-being. Y'all cheer them on in their endeavors. Like, you all care about me. Like, y'all are really, like, y'all help me so much, and y'all care so much, and I appreciate you guys. But so, with that being said, no love lost. I don't want people to use this fundraiser against me, and I don't want people to use, because I'm going to give back. And practically all the companies I reached out to, or some of the top ones that I really, really want to respond, they do respond sooner rather than later. And the girls' cheer season is ongoing. Hell, I could do a fundraiser every month. Like, I was even thinking about that. Like, every month, you guys could just sow a seed of $1, and we'll pay the month off, even if we got to pay. Like, I'm thinking of every possible scenario, because I have nothing against making some coins. And like I said, if a big company reaches out next month and says, hey, well, we can send you such and such next month, then everybody who did it in May can be sown. But if everybody who ever donated, if you don't win, you'll be continue to be entered into the raffle until, like, there's no more gifts. So like I said, because I reached out to a lot of.
Holding raffles is an excellent way to get your channel taken down from YouTube. I'm just saying, read up on it. But having raffles, baby, you better meet those YouTube requirements, because, honey, baby, they will take your channel down so fast. That's against YouTube terms and conditions. Baby, that's a no-go that's bad. But girl, go ahead. That's in violation of YouTube's terms and conditions, having raffles. Now, there are very specific conditions under which you can do giveaways, but raffles I think are a no-no, period. Raffles are a no-no. And giveaways, there's very, very, very specific situations where you can do giveaways. So I would say, let me say to the person in the comments, because I'm not gonna be like the subject that we are watching at this time and go on and on about something ridiculous. At the end of the day, baby, this is reactions, reviews, and commentary. This is not a love session, and this ain't no fundraising, okay? So get it straight and get yourself together, okay? Because baby, it's not that type of party, okay? It's reactions, reviews, and commentary, okay, sis? Okay. All right, let's get back to where were we, girl?
The company's over 25. So
If it's weird to you, get unweird and you'll be all right.
Especially to the ones who was kind enough to donate more than $1. Like that is just, like I said, that means a lot to me.
You'll be all right.
Like I want to look y'all in your eyes and tell y'all are a family to me. And I really, like, a lot of y'all I care about so much. I care about y'all so much. And even, like I said, there's people who call me and want advice, and I talk to y'all like y'all family. Y'all be surprised, like, oh my gosh, you're really talking to me. People text me, ask me for advice. People have reached out to me and asked me to take care of this bill or do this or do that. And I've done it throughout the years, but never talking about it on YouTube because I genuinely care about y'all. And I just be thinking like, you know, I would want somebody to do that to me if I was really in a crunch. Excuse me. So, yeah, there's just so much love I have to give. Hey guys, good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Ugh. Would you be my neighbor? I think that's how I go. But hey y'all, it is what's today? Wednesday? Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's still my spring break. We have decided we're gonna take the girls somewhere on Thursday. I know what we're gonna take them to do. Oh, it's cold in this car. Oh, y'all got on this cute little outfit. Oh, it's super cold. But yeah, let me hurry up because I'm going to be late. So I have a meeting. Oh, dang, get gas. This is just a disaster. Got a little bag of pretzels to tie me over.
You see what I mean? I feel like we got some new subscribers recently, which is always very cool. And welcome. But yeah, if it doesn't make sense, it's okay.
After I get done, we're gonna let the
everything doesn't have to make sense to everybody, and that is quite all right. But okay, go to the beginning.
After that, I'm gonna go to Lowe's to finally turn in these magnolias. What is it? Marigolds. I'm talking about magnolias. Turning these marigolds, and then there's this liquidation store that was tucked in real nice when I went to go get the car cleaned the other day, and I was like, let me go over there and check that out and see if there's anything for the land or anything like that, because that would be great to just, you know, find some things. I've been going Temu crazy because y'all know Temu, they think this is a game show. When you open up the Temu app, you can't even just type in what you want because they're popping up with the magic boxes and they be popping up with the hokey pokey and click this and get that and
girl, these collection calls.
I ain't talking about nothing. But yeah, so y'all, I get a daily gift for free for 8 days. I chose some really, really nice items. I really need to get the girls keep asking about Draco. And I'm like, I'm at peace where my house might be destroyed because Draco. So he need to get all the time. I'm coming back in the
I'm not mad at the braids either. I like the braids. The braids look nice, but yeah, I think she's getting ready to take them out or something. I don't know, but the braids are nice. Yes.
I'm back any second sooner. Now, technically, tomorrow will probably be his last day because it will be 3 weeks. But if he don't call me, I ain't calling him. Seriously. No, but Draco has been doing really good.
Yes, yes. So the difference between this look at the bottom and this look, definitely more finished, and braids look nice. Okay, we'll finish on a high note because I guess maybe somebody in the bushes felt like we were like a little too brutal, but okay. Makeup does look nice and the braids do look nice. Okay.
He said he's doing really, really good. So we are super proud of him and cannot wait to see how well he's trying. The only reason why I'm telling the girls like calm down is because we threw out his cage. Well, it's in the garage, but we're throwing it out. But he can't fit that cage, and I know from then to now he really can't fit that cage, so we have to replace it. And I didn't want to have to just, sorry y'all, I'm being rude. I didn't want to have to get just anything. I really want to order a nice
definitely more
doggy room for
polished.
him.
Absolutely.
But if he come back tomorrow, we may be screwed. Because I don't know where else he would go. We had to get rid of his little playpen thing. He even tore that thing up. His cage too small. So we really wouldn't have nowhere. We would have to literally trust him to like lay down and not make no accident. Or walk around and I don't trust him that much yet. So
well, and he's still a puppy, but what happened to taking your dog out? You know what I'm saying? Like one, at a certain time at night, between like 11 o'clock and 6 in the morning, your dog doesn't necessarily need water. I mean, if they need water, you're going to know because they're going to start coughing and whatever if they do. But why not give him a bed and bring him into the bedroom with you or something and lay him down? Lay him down, close the door, or put up a gate. And no, sir. No, sir. That's how you train the dog. Yeah, give him a bed. Last night, Portia and Lambo were giving me the business up until 12:30. So, around 10:45, 11 o'clock, they were outside for like 20 minutes, just doing their thing, running around, pee-peeing and poo and all that. They came in. I was doing some other stuff. I was watching Murders in the Building. So I was in the living room. Everybody was asleep. I finally go into the bedroom to go lay down. Baby, they're giving me I want to go out. I'm like, y'all just went out. But I left the kitchen gates open. So they were in there eating. They were snacking, drinking. Okay. 12:30, they wanted to go pee. They went outside. As soon as they came back in, I closed both gates to the kitchen. Kitchen is closed. Kitchen closed until 5 o'clock. When my husband gets up, you can go back into the kitchen. Between now and then, baby, don't bother me. Okay? That's it. And what did they do? They took their ass to bed. Portia's ready for bed at 10:30. Lambo, he likes to chew on a bone late at night. Thank you, Yvette. Look at Yvette. She says, I'm new, but I love how you present things without being judgmental, intelligently with humor, but still giving us the tea. Okay. Thank you, Miss Yvette. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. You get it. You definitely belong here. If people don't get it, it is okay. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. And I'm going to be honest. Most of the people who end up on this channel, baby, you know what I'm saying? This is not for them. This is for us. We're talking about the YouTube channels or what's going on social media we want to talk about. It's very rare that the subject matter is going to show up. You know what I'm saying? So no one's trying to have their feelings hurt. Okay. But yes, thank you, sis. I appreciate that very much. But yeah, you train your dog. The dog's going to make a mess if they have a cage anyway. So if you start to teach them and you have a puppy, you need to take your puppy out like every 2 or 3 hours, and you need to limit water at night, just like you would a baby. Girl. This is the episode where Krisha gets a ton of random phone calls. Okay. Now I'm going to say something else nice. The blue, this navy looks nice on her. Okay. Look at us. Look at us giving positive feedback. Navy looks very nice on her. Okay. And I'm not mad at the eyebrows. What happened between this scene, baby, was all negative, and now it's like we're coming around. Okay.
Ring. Hello. Good. How are you?
It's not hard to train a dog at all.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, Jesus.
I am literally leaving the office. And when I tell y'all,
hey, everybody, I want you guys to know where I work. Hey, guys, come look at my new office building. Okay, guys.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all, come look at my new office.
Leaving.
The Lennox. Okay, Lennox Center. Okay, guys, there I go. I'm out the building, y'all.
When I tell y'all, I don't know what's going on with this weather, but it's playing.
Welcome
crazy.
to my new
It's
place of
playing
business, guys.
crazy.
Which maybe if you deal with real estate with her, you'll know that anyway. But girl,
It's so cold, and it's been so cold for the last 2 to 3 days. Today is on a warmer side, whatever. But it's been so cold. Where did I park? Am I going crazy? Oh no, it's over here. Is it? I think so. Okay, let's go figure it out. But where my glasses falling? Did my hair get skinny?
girl, welcome to another episode of Lost at the Parking Lot. Okay.
I think this is me right here. Y'all, I'm so confused as to what's going on. I'm so confused. But hold on, let me get y'all situated because we got a long drive back home. Oh, and I tried to leave that office a little earlier, but I didn't eat breakfast. So I had to order me some food because I actually had to go to one of my buyers that's under contract. Oh, Lord, let me get out that way. I guess they don't care. Some people be like, I'm gonna bag up.
Well, they figured since you didn't care, they not gonna care. If you don't care, they don't care.
Or pull in with no concern in the world. But okay, we in here. Oh, we in here. Yeah. You should never come to my car. Oh no. She gonna pass my car. Okay. Yeah. What's this thing talking about SD card writer stuff? When I tell y'all I just had some of the best tacos ever. I literally had some of the best tacos ever. They were so good. I had some burrito tacos. I think the place was called, I feel so bad. Let me look at my Uber Eats because I got to tell y'all about this place. Those burrito tacos were so good. And I had added some queso sauce and I mistakenly did it because I was really trying to order a side of queso. And I mistakenly added the queso to it. But it said fan favorites. I was like, you know what? Let me just keep it. I got to make my way home, y'all. We got to get to the house. But let me tell y'all where it was at. Because my mom was like, girl, you supposed to be on your spring break, taking a break, and you've been leaving the house every day working. I said, I know, but I gotta, we switched brokerages. I'm finally planting my feet. Oh, this is an hour and 22 minutes to get home. This is nonsense. This is crazy. I gotta call my girl because she texted me, and I know I'm just gonna run my mouth, and maybe by the time I get home, I ordered a lot of garden beds because babe just does not have time to be putting no garden beds together. So I did go ahead and order some garden beds. He'll do it for sure, but he just been getting so many orders, and I just want him to be able to focus on his business and let that be that. Speaking of, let me call him because I miss my man.
Oh,
let me call my man because I miss him. But let me tell y'all the talking place.
My man.
Gotta pay this dang on parking pass fee. Okay.
What's up, man?
Babe, where are you?
Running around right now. What's going on?
I missed you, babe.
Where are you? How hard is it to say I'm at Advanced Auto Parts? I'm at the house. I'm blah blah blah. Or I'm over here on Peachtree. I'm over here by the mall. What kind of answer was that? Was that answer suspect? That answer was giving a little suspect to me. Okay. I'm like, girl, sir, where were you? Sir, what are you doing? Hold on.
Home right now because of him. A lot of my credit repair customers because of him. If Jeremy promotes the out of me, like anything that, because I do a lot of things I feel here, and Jeremy comes home every day or contacts me throughout his day with somebody, whether it be credit, like, hey, somebody's looking to do this, babe. I talked to them about you, blah, blah. Like, when we close the deal, y'all see the closing video, but just still the point is, he really, really, really values me, and kudos for doing what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm a mom, I don't get kudos for it. He's a dad, but just like to just do it without any question, just because he just so me and wants me to win. So whichever room he's in, every room that he's in, since I've gotten my real estate license, he's this very moment. Just the fact of the matter is, I know this is a client. The goal is so instead of planning, we get to that goal. Anyways, y'all, let me go ahead into this condo. We're doing condo, y'all. Look at me. I came to the Finchies to get some lunch. Babe had sent me lunch money. I was like,
lunch money.
I might got a little deal for y'all people. If y'all, I might got a deal for the people without wheels.
Can I get a diamond necklace money? Forget about lunch money. Who needs lunch money? Girl, don't you work? Girl, can I get a diamond watch money? Can we pay off the deed money? Will you pay my car off money? I don't need lunch money. Girl, that's the last thing you should need is lunch money. Girl. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. People are mad. Okay, bitches is mad. Girl, I had to block somebody today. Can you believe it? Girl, I had to block her. That's okay. All right, let's get back to business, guys. We're almost done, if you can believe it. All right, we've almost made it through this whole video. Okay. Keisha. Wait, look at Keisha. I miss my man. I miss my man. Okay. Wait, maybe Jasmine's watching. Okay.
Babe,
Hi, babe.
Miss you too, man.
how much?
Too much.
I can't wait to kiss you.
What you doing?
I'm leaving the
What you
office.
doing?
It says I'm gonna be home in about an hour and a half, so I'm about to get on the phone and run my mouth. Make time go by faster. But I was just thinking about you.
You having a good day?
Yeah, I had a productive time in our meeting. I went and looked at my buyer's property earlier. Everything was good, and I have to show a house today at 6. So hopefully we go into contract with that one. And I just want to be able to get everybody under contract.
Yeah, I know. I want you to get everybody in the contract. Whatever I got to do to help out, man, you know, that's what I'm here for.
I get home around the same time. This traffic always is bad leaving this office. I'm like, it was never this bad leaving Compass.
Now, I'm over here by these house now, with my girl's children.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on this way now, so I'm going to be home not too long. But yeah, traffic probably bad over there. You come from downtown?
Yes, right across from Lennox.
Oh, that's what the office at?
Yeah, literally right across from Lennox.
I'm not saying a word. Like, why are you giving out your location of your new job?
But God is good. God is great.
God is great.
Just, you know, do your thing. So if you want your mouth, don't get caught up in talking about other stuff you ain't got no business talking about.
I know, babe. No, I'm not talking about nothing crazy.
I don't let nobody like egg you on and try to talk about drama or anything like that, because we got to start. I was listening to the sermon last night, and it just scared me so bad, because it's just like the reason why God for real keeps showing mercy on us and waking us up every day out of all the stuff that we do and all the sins is because He's literally giving all of us a chance
Hey, it's not
every
letting
day
me
to
out.
cleanse ourselves.
Can you open the gate? It keeps telling me they can't read my card.
Like, He's coming back for a spotless church, and
She's not listening. Is he trying to minister to her? Hold on a second. He's trying to minister, and she is, instead of saying, "Hey, babe, I can't listen. I can't listen." Girl, hold on.
I don't let nobody like egg you on and try to talk about drama or anything like that, because we got to start. I was listening to the sermon last night, and it just scared me so bad, because it's just like the reason why God for real keeps showing mercy on us and waking us up every day out of all the stuff that we do and all the sins is because He's literally giving all of us a chance
Hey, it's not
every
letting
day to
me out.
cleanse ourselves.
Can you open the gate? It keeps telling me they can't read my card.
Like, He's coming back for a spot.
The fact that she kept this in is hilarious to me.
This church, and you can't have no spots. And
Thank you.
And that's so hard to even think about, because just like Pastor Jenna said, like, we gotta literally hate, like you gotta get to the part where you hate makeup, you hate wearing mini skirts, you hate wearing you gotta hate everything. Like,
you gotta hate makeup, you have to hate mini skirts, you have to hate what? This is the girl who you were walking around with her titties out and being covered by just a couple little pieces of fabric. You want her to hate mini skirts? You want her to hate? What about hating cheating or hating lustful tactics? Okay, shouts out to everybody who knows what I'm talking about on some lustful tactics. What was it? Girl, what was it? Lustful tactics, baby. Where's Ty Sheree when you need her? Was it Lustful Tactics? Baby, I cannot remember, but oh my God. I can't remember, but whatever it is, I think it's Lustful something. Jeremy of Jeremy. Girl, she's acting like she works at Jezebel's right now, but she wants to be a commander's wife, but she's giving of Jeremy. Okay. She's giving handmaid. She's giving happy handmaid. Okay. It was Lustful Tactics. Yeah. Girl. Oh God. Troletta's song was so good. Yes. It was so funny. Shouts out to our girl Troletta. I'm gonna just say it like this too, because I know some of you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about. This is what I'm gonna say. There is a certain TT that came out last week. Baby, I know all about it, but we don't call the boogeyman or the goon. We're not gonna sit up here and say, who was that? Candyman, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to say it 3 times. I know. In case you were wondering if I knew, I know. Okay. Some tea that came out last week, some shenanigans out there in the world happening, baby. All I got to say is full shame. On top of full shame, I got to say whew, baby. Okay. He's probably already has a traditional woman ready in the corner. Okay. The Pop-Tart jam. Absolutely. Okay. Girl. Baby. Just always, this is what I'm gonna say. Make sure if you're on the road, make sure you have that everything is valid. Okay. Okay. Yes. He said you're gonna hate mini skirts. You're gonna hate makeup. Okay.
Me out. Can you open the gate? It keeps telling me they can't read my card.
Like, he's coming back for a spot.
I cannot get my card.
And you can't have no spots. And
Thank you.
And that's so hard to even think about, because just like Pastor Jenna said, like, we gotta literally hate, like you gotta get to the part where you hate makeup, you hate wearing mini skirts, you hate wearing you gotta hate everything. Like, you literally gotta hate everything.
Girl.
And I know it takes time to
hate alcohol too, because Keisha sat up there and drank some wine after her massage.
shed all this stuff off. But we literally have to hate everything by the time Jesus comes, or else we not getting into the kingdom. Like, we have to, it gotta be we gotta be spotless, no sin, no sin. I just be thinking, God to give us.
I don't think it's about hating. It's about loving. It's not about hating. It's about loving. So if you love yourself, you love your partner, you love to you want to represent yourself a certain way. It's not about hating mini skirts. It's about loving the preservation of your body to keep it to yourself or keep it for the person that you're married to. It's about modesty. It's not about hating mini skirts. It's not about it's about loving your natural self. It's about not feeling like you need to be all the way beat or things of that nature. God wants us to be beautiful. It's not about hating anything. It's not about hating alcohol. It's about loving your body and treating it like a temple. So you're not going to poison it with things that are not good for you. The message should never be hate about glorifying God. It's not about hate. It's about love. Okay. It's about love. It's about doing what you know is right and what glorifies, not hating. It's not about hating of Jeremy, okay? It's about love.
So many people, so many chances. I be wondering, why you do that? And it's because he look, because when it's all said and done, can't nobody tell me I wasn't just and I wasn't fair to give everybody a certain amount of time to come back to me and get their life right. They're not saying that we're gonna be able to hate it on our own. Once we learn to try to start hating stuff, then that's when Jesus is gonna come give us the Holy Spirit for us to be able to hate it for real, for real.
maintain our celibacy, no matter what anybody else thinks about our journey, our process, about already having kids. People make their commentary, but
I don't care that they have kids personally. Everybody, look, at the end of the day, nobody cares. You got 3 kids, baby. You were where you were at the time, and that's your business. Nobody cares. You have to be okay with the fact of what you guys created, and also accept his son that sits in the middle of the twins and the baby. Okay, you have Jeremy has a son, and you have 3 daughters. He has 4 kids. You have 3.
But look, I don't care about what nobody else thinks, but God, I don't care about what nobody thinking. I don't care about all that. I don't care about all that. Because they just want us to keep living in sin. How y'all gonna have babies and now y'all want to be celibate? Y'all already did that. That's just the devil want us to continue to.
They can be celibate if you guys want to keep yourself tight and right until the wedding. Good, very good. Me personally, I don't care, girl.
Being sin, come on, that sounds just like the devil. I mean, y'all already got kids. Y'all already been doing this and that, so it ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't gonna do this. It ain't gonna do that. Like, that's the devil. Dude, that trying to manipulate us to keep being in sin like everybody else. Like, no. So like Jesus said, like anything in Christ is a new creature. So at the end of the day,
look, let me tell you something, Jeremy. You brought home a whole son. Okay. At the end of the day, if anybody needs a genital reset, it's you. So you want to reset your genitals, baby? Do you? Keisha, you want to reset your putty cat for your wedding night? Baby, do you. Okay? While the rest of us are doing us, okay? Do what you want. Nobody cares. Just instead of saying celibacy, you could just say, I'm on a vaginal reset. I'm resetting my putty cat for my wedding night. And people will be like, oh, girl, that is cute. I like that. Okay, it's all in the messaging. You're over here selling marketing classes, but you don't know how to say the message. You don't know how to relay the message. Okay. Celibacy, just say it's a vaginal reset, and the girls are going to be like, yes. Tell me more about it?
Yeah, I said before, just like plenty of people said before, but get what, as soon as they found God, they said it's over with. Just like everybody loved the excuse, God accept everybody. God said, come as you are. Yes, he said, come as you are, but that don't mean you're going to leave as you are either, though. He wants you to come in as a sinner, because if you don't come in as a sinner, then you already at the point where he wants you to be at. So, like, no, I'm not going. No, I ain't worried about nobody else thinking about nothing. I don't care about none of that.
Jeremy, sir, what are you saying? We're gonna find.
They just want us to continue living in sin and doing all this other stuff because they doing it. Because at the end of the day, they want to be able to justify their sins. And the times that God been talking to them about the sins that they've been committing, they just been ignoring him, and they don't want to see that light in nobody else, because that's gonna be a reminder to them of how they living.
Y'all, I can't even get back on the phone. I mean, no.
Girl, he just talked all of our ears off. Okay. The coincidence of cutting him off. Well, sometimes as women, we do have to make the hard decisions, because if you want to keep giving up that putty cat, we already know, why buy the cow if you can get it for free. And at the end of the day, if that is their kryptonite, that bedroom, then they needed to do what they needed to do. I mean, if that's the temptation, if that'll get you to do the right thing by getting cut off from some cat, then she had to do what she had to do. Whether it's going to work out or not, we'll just be watching the videos. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy never cared about outsiders. Keisha, the only one trying to prove a point to people. Right, because does Jeremy even know that when he was on his little rant that she was recording the whole thing? He's gonna beat her down with them scriptures. I forgot what they call it, but there was the psychiatrist who evaluated Lori Vallow, the girl Lori Vallow Daybell, who's on trial right now for killing everybody. They said she had like some religious delusions and this, that, and the third. Baby, he better watch out. Okay. He better watch out. It's like he's radicalizing him. He's, you know you know what I mean. It's getting radical. What's the new tea that I'm not going to talk about it, but someone, I'm sure you can find out about it. There was some tea last week in Keisha's circle. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to talk about it because then those creeps and goons, I'm not interested. But yeah, there's something out there. Girl, something out there. I feel like I saw it on Facebook. I saw it on Facebook. Okay. You know certain crazy people.
On the phone, back on the camera. I had so many of my cheer mom friends who I was talking on the phone with. I'm exhausted, y'all. When I say I'm exhausted, I hope y'all heard.
I'm sure, Bailey. Yes, I'm sure.
I'm still thinking about it.
I don't know that for facts, but baby, it has to be.
Like, I don't know what's going on.
Because you know,
get this turned up inside of me. Okay, but anyway, you guys. So
when people say word on the street, that's the street right there. So yes, I'm sure. Yes, there's some crazy people. Let's finish this and I'll give
like
you.
I was letting y'all into my relationship here and the conversation between me and Jeremy. I ain't gonna probably keep all of it in, but this is, like I said in my vlog.
If you know a certain crazy person's government, girl, that's all you got to do. Go to Facebook and put in a certain crazy person government, baby. That's gonna tell you everything you need to know, and that's all I'm gonna say.
And all the other videos where I talked about like Jeremy like being on me about sin, like literally, this man will literally come out of. Why am I parking?
Why is Jeremy on her about sin? Why is Jeremy having to govern your situation?
Yeah. Okay, this man will literally let me know at any given moment, no matter what the conversation starts, like he will let me know because a word from God. And I always receive it. And if I don't understand it, I will process it for myself and then like have a conversation with him about it later. Oh shoot, I didn't miss my turn. Oh, I think I can go out right here. Let me let you get out my way. Come on, get out my way. There we go. I gotta go to Lowe's, y'all, because I didn't empty up my walls, y'all. I talked about it on Pastels on Acres, but in brief, I had a collaboration sponsor deal with this company for like wallpaper, and long story short, it was not giving. I'll show you. I go into detail on Pastels on Acres. It's a disaster. And then last night I was like, you know what? I'm so busy. Let me just pay somebody to come finish removing the wallpaper and then like kind of paint over it. But y'all, I put the message on Nextdoor app and the people blowing my phone up. It put me into a little dizzy spill. I was like, I don't want to talk to nobody. And I just started removing the rest of it off on my own. And then one of the guys had sent me some of the product that I had needed. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and go get this product myself.
Girl, we'll talk. We'll look at it tomorrow. So she got some bad wallpaper.
If you don't have your water cup on you at all times, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, this part's so heavy. Oh, y'all. Oh. I don't gotta go into the office no more. We said we was gonna take the girls somewhere tomorrow. I'm gonna see how I feel. Babe may do it by himself. It just depends, y'all. I'm probably gonna have some energy tomorrow to do something with my babies. And like I said, we did decide that we're gonna, because at first we were like, let's just have a birthday party for Jory at the house. And we may still do something for her at the house, like have a nice party for her. But I really want the girls to go to Universal and have a great time, because like I said, we just went in California and it was a waste of our almost $1,000. A very big waste. I do not recommend that park. I mean, there are a lot of rides. I don't know. The Florida one is just top tier. So once you go to the Florida one, it's like this is like subpar with the same price. So why? So we think we want to do. We just need to decide if we want to drive or fly down there. I got buses over here. Oh, I was in the wrong way.
After you fly to Orlando,
yeah. So that's
and have to pick up a rental car.
Right now is
I could almost imagine from Atlanta to Orlando, it's got to be like a 4 or 5 hour drive.
Ever since we moved into the house, this life is so beautiful to me. It's so beautiful, but it's never like 2 in stock. I was just one.
Why don't you just order it?
It's 2 in stock today. It looks like it's 2 in stock. It is 2 in stock. Then I got this one. This one's kind of cute too. It's a little different, but I really like this. So I'm not gonna get it today because I need to. Y'all probably gone if I wait. because I initially
She talks so much. Every time I see this, and they never two in stock. Well, look, today is two in stock, but then now you're gonna leave it. Okay. You think she's nervous about Ashley being back in the picture? Jeremy's baby mom. Girl, I had to restart my computer. I don't know how I deactivated my keyboard some type of way. If I needed to know how to do it, I wouldn't have been able to find it.
wanted to get it for our bedroom. So I waited and waited before I even ordered the light. So we do have for our bedroom. But I could get it for the guest room. Even though we don't have no nightstands in the guest room. And I like the black base a little bit more for the guest room.
Once you pay your bill at Camino Financial, if you're just now coming in and you want to know about Keisha's lawsuit, baby, they done filed a default motion because ma'am has not responded about that $25,000 that she borrowed. So go to the beginning. We did a full in-depth docket breakdown of the shenanigans, and that ma'am is almost $40,000 in the hole with Camino Financial, and they coming for that ass. Okay.
Let me prioritize. Come in here and get what I need to get. Focus and stop getting sidetracked. I gotta stop getting sidetracked, y'all, because your girl stays sidetracked. But
girl, we did a nice long one today.
I'm gonna look into some prices and stuff because I kind of want the rest of this year to kind of like be booked up, so I know exactly what me and baby are like budgeting for, so we can make sure we're building our savings accordingly. And
so you're building your savings accordingly, but you're not allocating for the girls' extracurricular activities. You want the streets to pay for it. Let's just get back centered on the whole reason for this video is that you're mad because someone called you out for not handling business, and they used your fundraiser video as evidence against you that sis strapped for cash. Okay. Let's not forget what was about 20 minutes of the content. Okay. And she's upset. Okay.
Yes, we got to plan this engagement party. I'm excited to see the engagement party because I'm super
girl. Engagement party, mother and daughter trip, paying for cheer, and $37,000 to Camino Financial. Jasmine, my jazzy life. What do you think about that? Okay.
We're excited to have it. And my best friend was like, okay, go ahead and start ordering all your white dresses. Because she was like, for every function, you got to have a white dress on for every single thing. And I was like, really? I didn't know that was a thing. But
is your best friend married? If your best friend is married, let her do her wedding how she did it. Some people are going to wear pink. Some people, some brides want everyone to wear white, and they wear a special standout color because they just, okay. Why is your friend telling you how to do your wedding? Okay.
I was like, you know what? Let's do that. So I found a site that I really, really like. It's called
Shein.
Right now, coming too loud over me.
It's called Shein.
This is called baby, or what is it called? I don't even know what it's
called.
I gotta figure it out. If I order from it, then I'll let y'all know. But I know I'm gonna order from it. So when I order from it is when I'll let y'all know. But let me see if I can find this drywall repair. The copyright is copywriting real loud, so I'm gonna come back later, y'all.
Girl, we made it. We done made it. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. We're done. My God. Ooh. Shit. Girl, Fulton County update. Fulton County and Keisha Kaylee got links update. At the beginning of the video, somebody asked what was going on with Camino Financial. We got that taken care of. We handle that Fulton County business on this channel. But that's usually on Real Talk Bougie, where we break down all of the things, the news stories and shenanigans all over the country. But we just have we have a little special relationship with Fulton County. Okay. Fulton County is always giving lots of shenanigans. So we end up in Fulton County. We over there in Wayne County over there, and Detroit's in the house. Okay. We like Florida, no county specific, Orange Lake, damn Osceola, all of the things. Okay. Girl, Florida is the gift that keeps on giving. Baby, Georgia. We like Michigan, California, all over the place. We hit some all, okay? Girl. Ohio. Okay. We're everywhere. Okay. But yeah, on that Fulton County side note today, yes, we did a little mommy sector Fulton County update. Real Talk Bougie is state. We're not state specific. We are state fluid over here. We hit all the states. Okay. We are multi-statal. Okay. Anywho, guys, this was fun. We did a nice long one today because this was gone all weekend. Hanging with the family and just relaxing my brain. See what happens when you don't relax your brain. This is a good episode of this is what happens when your brain is tired. Okay. When your brain is tired, baby, it's not a good thing. Yes. Relax your brain sometimes. And then you won't turn on the camera and start ranting like a fool. Okay. Okay. Anywho, guys, I love you guys. You guys are so much fun. Welcome to all of our new friends. Okay. And I think that's pretty much it. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Catch me on Real Talk Bougie soon. Let me check with my manager, Farah, who's home on spring break, and see if she wants to go out now or later. So I might have to go. I'm going to see if she's ready to go out now or later. So let me check and see what's going on, and then I'll call y'all back over on Real Talk Bougie. If you're not subscribed over there, what are you waiting for? Go to my main page, look for Real Talk Bougie as a featured channel, click on it and subscribe. I'll see you guys a little bit later.
Walk it like I talk it. 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 Walk it like I talk it.
You guys know you can find me in the DMs going down. If I'm ever not on the streets, just meet me in the trap, okay? I'll be there.